Jayo Radha Madhava Jayo Kunja Bihari Jayo Radha Madhava Jayo Kunja Bihari Jayo Dubhi Janavallabha Jayo Giridharadhari Jayo Giridharadhari Jayo Dubhi Janavallabha Jayo Giridharadhari Jayo Giridharadhari Jayo Yashodanandana Jayo Vrajanandana Jayo Yashodanandana Jayo Vrajanandana Jayo Yamuna Tiravanachari Jayo Kunja Bihari Acharya Stadara Shata Shijimad Bhai Charnarinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Shri Prabhupada ki jai. Shri Guru Parampara Iskon ki jai. Panchatattva ki jai. Radha Madhava ki jai. Samaveta Bhaktivinoda ki jai. Granthharaj Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai. Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Churunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavam Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatham Vitam Dam Sajivam Sadvaitam Samadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakam Vitam He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanchakalpatarubhyasya Kripa Sindhu Myevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namah Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gaura Trishe Namaha Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta-vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Vishnupadaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Hare Krishna. We continue today. Listen from Srimad Bhagavad Gita. First chapter, text number 31. Nacha shreya nupashyami Nacha shreya nupashyami Hatva svajana mahave Hatva svajana mahave Nakankshe vijayam Krishna Nakankshe vijayam Krishna Nacharajyam sukanicha Nacharajyam sukanicha. The translation: I do not see how any good can come from killing my own kinsmen in this battle. Nor can I, my dear Krishna, desire any subsequent victory, kingdom or happiness. Maybe we can put carpet, other carpet, the Vaishnavas can sit nearby. Without purpose, without knowing that one's self-interest is in Vishnu or Krishna. Conditioned souls are attracted by bodily relationship, hoping to be happy in such situation. In such a blind conception of life, they forget even the causes of material happiness. Arjuna appears to have even forgotten the moral codes for a kshatriya. It is said that two kinds of men, namely the kshatriya who dies directly in front of the battlefield under Krishna's personal orders, and the person in the renounced order of life, who is absolutely devoted to spiritual culture, are eligible to enter into the sun globe, which is so powerful and dazzling. Arjuna is reluctant even to kill his enemies, let alone his relatives. He thinks that by killing his kinsmen, there would be no happiness in his life. Therefore, he is not willing to fight. Just as a person who does not feel hunger is not inclined to cook. He has now decided to go into the forest and live a secluded life in frustration. But as a kshatriya, he requires a kingdom for his subsistence, because the kshatriyas cannot engage themselves in any other occupation. But Arjuna has no kingdom. Arjuna's sole opportunity for gaining a kingdom lies in fighting with his cousins and brothers and reclaiming the kingdom inherited from his father, which he does not like to do. Therefore he considers himself fit to go to the forest, to live a secluded life of frustration. Dharmendra Prabhu, sit in front. Don't develop fear. You understand English? Yes? Okay. Everyone understands. Nacha shreya pashyami hatva svajanama have nakankshe vidayam Krishna nacharajyam sukhani cha. Hare Krishna. By the mercy of Srila Gurudev, by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, by the mercy of previous acharyas, we can speak, we can listen from Bhagavad Gita and from acharyas' instructions. Acharyas gave to us so many remnants from his lunch, prasad. And this called instructions, Upadesha, so many Upadesha Amrita, so many remnants we can take. Even whole life is not sufficient to listen all Acharya's instructions, all things they have given to us. And here Arjuna is feeling sorrow, he doesn't want to fight, and he said, Na shreya anupashyami, na cha shreya anupashyami. That means, I will not get shreya. Shreya, you know? What is it? Shreya.
Good.
In Kannada, shreya, what does it mean?
Good fortune.
Good fortune. Everything not like in Sanskrit. Little bit. Shreya means the highest benefit, highest boon. Maybe, yes, this is good fortune, but somehow we can misunderstand. But actually, Shreya is only one true benefit we can get.
Yes.
Yes, this meaning.
Yeah.
Okay, exact meaning. Like in Kannada also. No, yes, like this.
Yes.
So, and but he understanding Shreya like happiness, which he can share with his relatives, with his kinship, and like material wealth, like this. And that is very interesting topic, because we are remaining in this world. What is our need? Prayojana. Prayojana, this word in Kannada also. Prayojana means what is our need. Yes. What we need. When Dharmendra Prabhu say, what do you need? What do you need? Service. And devotional service. Very, nothing more you need. Only devotional service you need. It's very elevated soul, actually. But, and maybe you need food. Maybe some place to sleep you also need. But if you pray to Supreme Lord, what you pray? If you are praying to Supreme Lord, what you pray?
Peace. Peace of mind, good health.
Peace of mind.
Good health.
Good health, yes. Actually, you can understand English? Yeah. Actually, your prayer can be, this is the tendency of Jiva. Jiva will pray for something greater, higher. Now we think that we are in such position, we want to get more happiness, more peace, like this, more service. Dharmendra wants only service. Krishna will give him more service. So
He has been doing service for the past 10 years.
this is surrender soul already. So, but it is tendency of Jiva. I need one of the best. And what is the best? Even the animals. Sometimes, when I was staying in Orissa, in Gadagiri, this Goshala is there. Sometimes cow is not taking general food, but they mixing general food with something other, then cow it takes. Because also, even animals, they sometimes need something higher, something better. And nice clothes, nice bed to sleep, everything nice. So Jiva has a tendency to pray about it. So Gauranga Sahu, you come to home, you have bed in your home. Yes, you have bed. But here you can sleep on the floor. But if you will come home and your wife will say, now you will sleep on the floor, you will not happy. So therefore, people, what they pray about. So give me a beautiful wife. Woman pray, give me a husband. So this is tendency, or we can say pravritti, which is not nice, we reject. We will reject it. Someone is very dear to me, so I'm walking with him, moving with him, I'm spending time with him. But when someone is not dear to me, I don't even want to speak with him, don't even want to look at him. So Jiva should know actually what will bring real auspiciousness. And therefore Jiva should pray for that auspiciousness. And what will bring auspiciousness? Already Dharmendra Prabhu said, Seva. It's Krishna Seva. If someone is a very wise, intelligent fellow, he will pray for that. So you're chanting now. You're chanting for what? Your chanting means give me seva, give me seva. Yes, this is meaning of chanting. Now Krishna will give you seva, more seva. Shravanam seva now. So, and wise pray, intelligent fellow, he will pray, give me seva, seva dao. When one is praying for seva, because the seva will bring all auspiciousness, that we can say his heart is not narrow. Narrow, you understand? Like this, narrow. He's broad-hearted, narrow-hearted, narrow-minded, broad-minded. We can say people. Narrow-minded people cannot pray for seva. They will become annoyed. Oh, this manager, president is giving me so much seva. How can I do this? How can I do that? Like this. Yes, Uddhava Prabhu. You have experience, you can share. So if someone is begging, what he will become? If he is begging, he will become beggar. Bhikari. We have this book, Prema Bhikari, Guru Govinda Swami. Who is begging for something, he is beggar. So we should become beggar. No, we came to this. We should pray and beg. And what do you beg? What do you pray? If you want to give me something, yes, please, Prabhu, move this side. Yes, give Mataji, please. No, move this side. Prabhu, move this side. Everyone, close. That's good. When we sitting closer, better, easy to speak. Hare Krishna. So, and if we pray for something, we should pray, please give me seva. Or we can say, give me shreya. Shreya, this word shreya is coming from shru dhatu, means listen. Listen and also serve, because this shru is deep meaning. And we can get shreya only by listening. We can say shruti or shabda. By this descending order. And we should pray like this. Please give me shreya, not give me prayer. I'm so much tired. By this prayer, so much tired. And don't give me prayer, give me shreya. Then his ahankara, false ego will go. He becomes free from ahankara. Like I give sometimes example of Srila Guru Govinda Swami, because they were staying in place of his birth, Janmastan. And he was, in his life, he was having diaries. And this diaries was dedicated to his deity Gopal. And he was actually, he wanted to become a renounced one and preach everywhere, like Mahaprabhu. But mother asked him to become a family man, and he was caring about many children. But his intention was how to become free and preach everywhere Krishna consciousness. He was so much involved in this. And he was praying, Gopal, today I developed so strong desire. I want to become, I was attracted by image of Mahaprabhu. So nice. I want to become like Mahaprabhu. Like this sannyasi. Gopal, please, if you want to give me some mercy, give me this mercy. But please, let my brother will be engaged in all material activities, but I will only preach. He prayed like this. And this is, actually this is nature of pure soul. He only wants shreya. That doesn't mean he should give up his family life like this. No, it's not external thing that just give up. Arjuna wants now to give up everything, go to forest. Prabhupada saying in the purport. But it is not true. Krishna will chastise him. Yes, then at the beginning of the second chapter. But first we should understand what is prayer. Prayer means priya. From what's priya? What is giving pleasure to me? Me means my body and mind. Now, and by this prayer we get so much suffering. Actually, people now all bewildered. I was surprised that because I came from Russia, I saw also Western people. They bewildered, but came in India, I see the same thing. I was surprised. They, instead of happiness, they're thinking that prayer will give them happiness. Or some sense enjoyment. They think that sense enjoyment is happiness. That is a big mistake in education, actually. People, they're thinking that more sense enjoyment I get, more happiness I get. But happiness is different thing. Actually, more problem I have, more troubles I have. Because of sense enjoyment, my body will become more weak. My mind will become more weak. Intelligence become more weak. More fear will come. More lamentation will come. Today we spoke about this. More illusion. But happiness, actually different thing. Happiness depends only on Atma. In India, we have this Vasudeva Kutumbaka. Everyone, every world is our family. But are people following this? Because if our family, Vasudeva Kutumbaka, what means Kutumba? Place where I'm getting happiness. Why one attached to his family? Because he needs happiness from this. But nowadays, people not getting happiness from Kutumba. Therefore, one nation, another nation, this nuclear bomb, nuclear war, they having fear about this. Because they going wrong direction. They running after sense enjoyment, but not running after real happiness, real peace, real prosperity. And that means prayer. And those who are praying for prayer, they're really getting all inauspiciousness. We can say, and Shastra is saying, they are murkha, foolish. Like I will say in one story. It's Sanskrit story actually, moral story. And one weaver was there. You know weaver, who is making clothes, like this, weaver. And weaving machine made out of wood. They weaving, now in India still in some place they weaving handmade machine. Handmade weaving. Yes, I saw in Bengal many men sitting and making gamchas. Yes. Sitting like this. And one day that machine was broken. And this weaver came to forest to cut off the tree. And that time the weaver was making machine by his own, like self-made. And he wanted to make this machine, weaver machine. And on the tree, no problem, on the tree one host was there, Buddha. And he didn't know about this. And this weaver, his name was Govinda. And he said, Govinda, don't cut this tree, because I'm ghost, Buddha. I'm residing on this tree long years. Instead of this tree, I can give you everything you want. It was very powerful ghost. Maybe you ask anyone in this city, maybe someone will say you, I want also to meet this host. So, and this weaver was very simple man. He said, I should ask my wife. Because actually he doesn't need anything, but wife, she has some needs. And I will ask her, please wait. And then he came back and asked. Some host was there. He can fulfill all our desires. So what my wife is desiring, he can fulfill. Wife was very clever. And she said, if we ask money, for a long time it will not be sufficient. Not good. Then she said, well, you ask one thing. Ask him that you will have more 2 hands and also one head, backside. Backside head, back 2 hands. Because you can work on 2 weaver machine. And you earn more money. This was very intelligent woman. And you can twice as much earn. So he was very simple. He came to this host and he asked, I want like this. My wife said, 1 more head and two more hands. I said, okay, no problem. No problem. When he came back to his village, villagers saw him and they said, Buddha came! Buddha, let us kill him! And mercilessly they killed him. Because they said, some ghost came inside him. That is meaning. When you're praying great personality, you should think about what you are praying. What is you praying? You should understand what you should beg. To beg for sense gratification. Again we have come back here, where is Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadhi. And again we suffer. Birth, all this disease and death. You should very carefully beg for benediction, real benediction. Bhagavan also, he is not foolish like us. He is thinking like this: I am learned one. I will not give him, but by which he will suffer. I will give him my lotus feet, or I allow him to serve to my lotus feet. Then he will forget such type benedictions, which will give him pleasure to body and mind. And in our days, in our time, in this age of Kali, Bhagavan came as Gaura Hari, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Very magnanimous, Adbhuta Vadanya, Adbhuta Audarya, Adbhuta Karunya. He came, whatever benediction he was giving, whatever contribution he was giving, it was not like Swalpa, in Swalpam. It was not Swalpam. It was not tiny one, it was huge, big Daya. Daya Nidhi, therefore it is an ocean of mercy. Samudra. And the ocean of mercy. It means that people, we will know that he can give to us so huge. Why will not run after him? Why will not run after him? So the compassion, mercy he is given like ocean. Why will approach miserly person? Miserly, you understand? Miser. Kripana. Miser person, what he will give to us? What do you give? 10 lakhs rupees he will give to Uddhava. Uddhava will not be happy. Uddhava won't surrender. A miser person cannot give anything. So these worldly persons in this world, they are misers. Why should we beg from them? The first thing. Therefore, the greatest, you understand English?
Yes.
Therefore, greatest sadhu in India, they were following the vow, ayachita vritti. That means never ask anything from others. The greatest sadhu, like Madhavendra Puri first. And he never asked anything. Even Krishna himself was coming to him and giving milk, feeding him with milk like this. And Mahaprabhu, Mahavadanya, take as much, he said, take as much you want to take. Okay. Even if we are begging something from a miserly person, worldly person, whatever they will give, they will give to us? Some enjoyment in this world. And we say, this enjoyment cheating us. It is not real happiness. And finally, that enjoyment gives so much miseries, because it's temporary, it will be finished, then we will suffer. Buddhija. Therefore, what Mahaprabhu gave to us, it is said, Amanda Doya Doya. That is Amanda, no defects in his compassion. But when some ordinary person in this world is showing compassion, this is Manda Doya. Yes, you can compare. Sometimes some people, they want to give money to poor people. And then these poor people making business. Yes, one person, he was a leprosy person. And he was, daytime he was getting money. But if someone needs to lend, to get some money, because he has no money, he was giving to him and taking persons. So he was bargain. But then after some time he accumulated big wealth. Actually, he was having many wives and big house for wives. But in the street he was begging. This case is very common. Even some devotees, they distribute blankets in Vrindavan for sadhus. But this blanket so much that someone is also selling this blanket. This is also business. And actually it is not real help. All we can say, any type of compassion like this, material compassion, is mandadaya. But Mahaprabhu's amandadaya, he will never bring us the bad result with this type of compassion. Never bring. We don't need secondary bhiksha, secondary charity. What is the chief charity? Primary charity. What Mahaprabhu gives? Bhakti. Mahaprabhu gives bhakti. Bhakti, one thing we can only beg. We cannot just take bhakti by our own. You cannot by your own accumulate some jnana, some good karma you accumulate, some yogic power. But bhakti you can only beg. That's only one thing. Therefore, Bhaktivinoda Thakur said, Lao tumi magi. Say Harinama mantra, Lao tumi magi. You should magiba. You should ask. If you not ask, Mahaprabhu will not give. Not only one thing is required. Bhakti is very simple process, very effective. Only bhakti is actually can give success. All success, spiritual success in this life. But people don't want because they don't want beg about bhakti. Sometimes they bewildered. Not bad education. Because others say, bhakti is not enjoyment. But meaning of life to get some enjoyment. Your body is young, take more enjoyment. Then you will become old, ask bhakti, no problem. But when they becoming old, less intelligence, so many problems, thinking about health, many things. So, no bhakti. As Bhaktivinoda Thakur is praying, he said, now I became old, I have nothing. So what to do? Now I surrender to you, Govinda. My body is not working, anything, I lost everything, nobody is liking me, so now I surrender to you. It is not real surrendering. And I give another example. We just pray to Bhagavan, who will give something which will give pleasure to our senses. For example, an intelligent person, as I said, he praying for bhakti. And our senses, we can compare it like snake. Someone saw like snake is sleeping, like this, in the ring. And when snake is sleeping, we think it's not dangerous. Yes. But any moment, you're going to wake up. So I was putting body around, and you can think, oh, it's not dangerous. But just touch, immediately it will bite you. So our senses is the same. These people should get education in this world. How to use their senses. Not for enjoyment. How properly use. That is important. From the childhood they should get this. Then everyone will become happy. Jai Shri Gaura Nitai Ki. Even in this material world. And if you touch your senses, immediately they will be agitated. And only through bhakti, only through seva, we can control our senses. An example is given. There is one type of root. You put this root in the basket with a snake. Snake cannot wake up. You know this secret? Some type of root, like root. You understand what this? Like yes. You put this root in the basket with a snake. Snake cannot move because the smell of this root it doesn't like. Snake doesn't like. So bhakti is the same thing. But if this sense is like snake, snake-like senses, can be controlled by mantra. And snake can be controlled also by mantra and by this root. And also the same thing, we can control senses by mantra and by bhakti. There is no other mean how to control senses. Then we can understand what is mantra. Sometimes we were doing programs in Orissa. I was staying in Orissa, and people sometimes they coming to us, and someone of us they asking, "Oh, we're very happy to see you. You're so nicely chanting. Please become our mantra guru. Give mantra to us." In this tradition, what does it mean, mantra guru? Blow mantra guru means blow in the ear, take money and go. Like this. People like this. This is our tradition. So many things. In Russia, the same thing. Russian people following India. When Indian guru, so-called guru sadhu is coming, also, "Oh, you guru, yes, I can give you initiation. Okay, $100, no problem. I give blue mantra." And then after this, they going and say, "My guru is living in India." Sometimes I know this guru sending message through WhatsApp. "I need more money. Please send." So they collecting. They're so simple people in Russia also. And they like, when Indian coming, this is authoritative. Russian people, they like Indian. Because it's old culture. Also in Russia before it was Vedic culture, actually. We know now, we have people worshipping, we have Krishna, Radha, this deity, Shiva means Shiva. Everything was there before Krishna came. So we can say, so much miseries we having in this world. Why? Tritapa, you know Tritapa. This is Vaishnava Paribhas, Vaishnava words. If you know Vaishnava words, no matter which language you're speaking, everyone understands this class. Tritapa means 3 types of heat. They're causing dukkha for us. Like heat means suffering. Suffering from body and mind. Suffering from other living entities. Suffering from demigods. And the heart is filled by so much dirty accumulated in the heart. And now all this dust, how will go from this heart? Many people, they're trying to do some practice, yoga, some they fighting with host, like this, many things. But actually host is not going. But Acharya said, yes, today morning we said, there are 2 hosts, they are not going out, not going away. One ghost is called bhakti, in sense enjoyment. One ghost is called mukti. Actually no difference, because it is not real mukti. When you tired, your body is tired, you want to get mukti for some time. Then again bhakti, again enjoyment, like this. And many businessmen from the West coming to India desiring for mukti for some time. Doing some yoga exercises in Rishikesh, maybe, and doing some vipassana in a room where nothing is there, only everything white. They're sitting in the silence, then, oh, nice, I want to work again. They're coming this day work. And working less as. And then again suffering, they again coming to India. Like this. And that is not the way. Actually only bhakti can clean our heart, can purify our heart. And that doesn't mean our senses will become inactive, useless. No. Our senses will become more active. Because we have more energy, we are not using it. they have said about this, that shoka moha bhaya, these things stealing energy from us. We lost something in our past, we're thinking always, oh, bad thing happened, this is shoka. Then now we thinking, in future I will lose something, that is fear. Also energy. Energy is thought energy, thinking energy, chinta. And then, now I'm enjoying, that is moha, illusion. That is stealing energy for us. And when people, they coming and saying, I cannot do bhakti, because I have no energy, I'm very weak, I only can eat and sleep. Eat and sleep. That means stealing. Shoka moha is stealing. These two hosts stealing. Bhukti and mukti, stealing energy from us. So, bhakti can make us free from host. Sarvapadi vinirmuktam tatparatve nirmalam. Yes, Rishikena Rishikesha Sevanam Bhaktir Uchate. One will become free from all the material designations. Sarva Upadhi. His heart will become very pure. Then he will be able to serve to Rishikesh, master of Krishika, master of senses. By his pure senses, we can serve to master of the senses. That is called bhakti. That is definition of bhakti. How many senses are doing seva? Dharmendra Prabhu, how many senses you are doing seva? 11. So physically, what you are doing? Eyes, nose, you engage nose. Skin, you engage skin. Also touch. Then tongue, you engage tongue, prasad. And then you speak about Krishna. You speak no prajalpa. About Maya not speaking, only about Krishna. Then certain time you hear nice woman voice. But when class, okay. In the class, okay. So when one is going to beg something from a great personality, what he is begging? When one will beg, he feels that I'm not getting any happiness. Why he will ask about suffering? He should ask about the bliss, the supreme bliss. And that time we should ask, please make all my senses be engaged in seva, and I will become very happy. Because something you listen, something you see, then your mind will become agitated. Your mind is not engaged in the seva, you will suffer. Even one sense will not engage in seva, you will suffer. That is science. Art of science, art of activity. How to do, how to act in this material world. And why the people becoming miserable? Nirananda. It is that this world is Achit, Asat, Nirananda. But spiritual world, Chit, Sat, Ananda. Sat, Chit, Ananda. Why becoming Nirananda? Forgetting? And my own. Because when I'm forgetting my own, I'm forgetting Krishna. Atman and Paramatma. Why they are suffering? Because Atma is suffering inside. Actually, sometimes body may be not suffering, but Atma is suffering always. Like it's Prabhupada said, you can take care about cage. Someone having cage is bird, parrot. You have parrot. You can teach parrot Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. You can chant Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. You can chant with him. Very nice bird. So, and someone caring about golden cage, very nice, but not giving food to parrot. Parrot will die. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. So, when we will go to beg something for the Supreme Personality of Godhead, we should beg for Atma Ananda, not for body and mind Ananda. Ananda for Atma. Like you see, tree. and this is tree outside. If a tree is surviving, I see some fruits are there on this tree. Yes, and the fruit, flower, leaves, everything will come. If someone is getting pleasure to his soul, Atma, he will never have any miseries, any suffering. Then the example is given. Haridas Thakur was beaten 22 bazaar marketplace. But Haridas Thakur always was singing Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. How is this possible? Because he was giving pleasure to his Atma. And Jiva will get Ananda when his Atma will be nourished. Atma will get Ananda. So we can say humbly, very sincerely we can say now, we are ashikshita, uneducated. I am not saying about academic qualification. Maybe someone have PhD, some you having PhD, no, you want. So, but we are uneducated fellow because we have no knowledge about how Atma and Body are connected. Sometimes we see some contradiction is there. Therefore, our faith is going down. Different type of teaching is given to us. So much disturbances. So many gurus nowadays. YouTube gurus. Google gurus. So much disturbances is giving. Actually, no need to read so much, to listen so much. Too much, also poison. It is said in Ganda Upanishad. Too much poison, too less poison. You can understand this. And therefore people not fully accepting, but somehow giving respect. Because it is sadhu, sadguru, some telling. So, but because we're giving some respect, it creating some problems, disturbances in our mind. Then we're not having so strong faith in Bhagavad Gita. Now we have some other desires, some other ideas. You can see. Just analyze yourself in your room. We must pray to Mahaprabhu so that without any discrimination, He will show mercy on us. And He give to us such mercy with not having any bad thought. He will not bring any bad thought in our mind. Because this absolute knowledge, what we are telling now, I am not speaking by my own, I am speaking what I listened directly from Sadhu, what this Acharya said. That is absolute knowledge, Advaya Tattva, Advaya Jnana. There is no other, no second knowledge actually. This type of mercy Mahaprabhu was bringing. Now Mahaprabhu is looking at you see? And thinking, I give to them the topmost wealth. When they accept. When will they accept? I wait. Mahaprabhu is waiting. So, this type of mercy bringing to us, we can say Bhagavad Nishta. Absolute faith. Become fixed on Bhagavan. And by His mercy, the absolute truth will manifest before us. That is the real happiness. Now, you come after this class, you come home and sit and Mahaprabhu will manifest in front of you. This is the result. It is a nice result. If Shishya is ready, his Guru is ready, everything will happen. And when the absolute truth will manifest, then all types of disturbances will go. Mind will become very peaceful. I remember when I joined to ISKCON, I was having some mixing philosophy in my mind. But I was attracted by Prabhupada and Holy Name. I was chanting 16 rounds already. And one person gave very nice class. And this class changed my mind. On this class, he only was saying only one thing. Krishna, absolute truth. Krishna is a person, Supreme Personality of Godhead, also He is absolute truth. That means everything, if you follow Krishna, what Krishna said, everything will be nice. No need to change, no need to add something. So just follow and everything will be revealed, because it's not some outward, this knowledge already inside your heart, but you forgot. Because it is absolute truth. When I got this, I was very happy. Very nice. But could not keep it in my heart long time, this realization, because I was not having so much strength. And some people were saying different things, as my faith became a little bit weak. Therefore it needs time to change our faith, to make our faith strong. Not soft, strong faith. Drita Shraddha. And now we're concluding that due to the influence of mode of nature, other desires are increasing. And when this foolishness will go, then we cannot understand what is to be done. And due to the influence of mode of nature, always some desires are coming, automatically coming, naturally. The heart is not stable. Today we want this, tomorrow we want this. Today one man the best, tomorrow other man the best. So you are working in the office, and sometimes they're chastising you, yes? Sometimes not chastising you, you're very clever one. But anyone, even he is very pious, very good person. He is coming to his office, someone will chastise him. Some problems.
So he doesn't go to office, work from home.
He's getting good words. Because he has no secret. He after class he will tell you secret. He said before he said, I want only seva. Maybe it is secret. So that time someone will say, do this, do that, and disturbance is coming. So instead of bhakti, we're doing many, many things. So we should deeply think about this, deeply analyze what is tendency of our atma, tendency of our soul. Or we can say atma vritti. That is seva vritti. And that tendency has lost. So before entering to this spiritual process, spiritual life, we must know that whole life my Atma should serve to Paramatma, to Krishna. Atma, what he needs? To serve the absolute truth. And now that is gone. So therefore Mahaprabhu's dear devotees, they preach to us how our soul can be engaged in seva. That is lesson we can get from this shloka. And Arjuna is lamenting and he's saying, I don't know what is shreya for me. It is not giving shreya to me. He is thinking that shreya is sense enjoyment in this verse. Is some type of mistake he is doing. And this mistake is great lesson for us. We should know what is prayer, what is shreya. Jai Granthara Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai, Nitai Gaura Premanande, Hari Gaur. Thank you very much. You have some questions you can ask.
You had said about too much poison, what was that?
Too much sense enjoyment, poison.
You saying when we do too much of
Hearing.
Yes.
This also.
That is also poison.
Bahuna Shrutina. It is Katha Upanishad saying that when we listening too much Shravanam, means listening, accumulating some information, knowledge, but not digesting. Because when we taking so much food, not digesting, disease will come. The same thing with our mind. Yes. The atyahara, especially we say about food. But here it is also, because ahara means not only coming through mouth. Ahara means coming from all senses, through all senses.
When should we stop?
Should be stopped?
When should Shravan stop then?
Shravanam, this is not real Shravanam actually. Because so much you listening, then doubts coming. Real Shravanam, when you can listen and with full attention, with fixed attention. When your attention is not fixed, better not listen, better to clarify your doubts. Because mind is not fixed due to doubts. Some doubts are there. Therefore, YouTube is not sufficient. We need direct association. You should ask questions. Some person, according to his level of consciousness, he can clarify our doubts. Okay. Okay, thank you very much. Ananta Kuti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. Nitaya Gaur.